Thanks for staying up later. This, my friends, is Dana Carvey.
Yes.
And right here,
we have nothing to say.
On this list of suggested questions, I have done no personal research. However, the crack staff hands me some suggested questions, and
just out of the blue.
What do you think is first? What do you do now that Bush is out? Because Phil Hartman's got Clinton.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I never did Reagan. People are so funny because they're like, can you do Clinton? I mean, they're like, stop me on the street. Can you at least try? Like what? Phil Hartman is he's the perfect Clinton. So it's fine. I think I squeezed. If my George Bush impression were a wet rag, I would have run completely dry. I mean, I had nothing else to do there. And then after I went to the White House to see Bush, which was a trip. I mean, my wife and I are in the Lincoln bedroom. He comes in, how you doing? Good to see you. Why don't you sit it up downstairs down there? And we were like having cocktails with him. I was sitting on the bed with Bush watching television, and Clinton is on one screen. He's got 5 TVs there. Clinton's sitting there, and I'm just looking at, because you don't only take the guy's job, you move into his bedroom. You know? And I was like going, I guess Clinton will like this bed. Bush didn't find that funny at all. But he was a really nice guy. He hadn't seen a lot of what I had done with him. Because otherwise, I don't think he would have invited me. He never saw me on my knees going, don't make me a one-termer, please, But he was a very charming guy,
See, he acted, though, like he was familiar with at least some of it. The way he introduced you and talked about you.
He did see some of it. He definitely saw some of it. And he said the night before at dinner, he goes, well, he just wanted to show that he had a sense of humor about himself. He wasn't a sour, bitter man or something. So, I just have fond feelings for him. Politics aside, I found myself really liking him. He's kind of charming. That's all I can say.
The way to do the president is to start out with Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Then you add a little John Wayne. Here we go. Let's go over the ridge. You put them together. You got George Herbert Walker Bush. That's the thing there.
I was just grappling for all the shtick I could come up with, Bob, because I thought I was going to do 1 minute that morning, because he was going to say goodbye to his staff, so he wanted to send me out, because it could have been a tear-jerker scene. So I came out, and they go, do 20 minutes, right before I came out. So I was just thinking of anything I could do. So I said, yeah, that I did call the Secret Service and feel like going jogging tonight, midnight, nude. See you on the lawn out there,
Now, was the audience a little unsure of how they should react, or did they just let it go right off the bat? I mean, the audience at the White House.
They went crazy. They were the best audience in the world, because I think they were pretty tense, because he was going to come out, and then they saw me, and they're like, oh, thank God this won't be heavy, because you didn't want to see him, I mean, I saw him tear up. It was weird. I mean, I saw him get very emotional. We went to the Kennedy Center, and we really hung out for a couple of days, and he got a standing ovation. I was up in the president's box, and Walter Cronkite goes, and now let's give a thing, salute the man who gave 50 years to the country, Mr. President. And everyone stood and gave a standing ovation. He's like this, and he was just quivering and tears and everything, It was sort of weird. You felt like kind of looking away. Or
did Barbara seem to get a kick out of this? Did she like your impression of him?
Yeah, she's got a really good sense of humor. Yeah, she was just like pretending that she was mad at me. Like when she met me, she turned away and stuff like that,
Thank you very, very much, and God bless you all. And wasn't he lucky I didn't hit him right on the head?
But yeah, she was tough. She didn't, I think that they'd had a lot, being in that fishbowl. Now the Clintons are getting it. Everything they do is like blown up. I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to be like a really cool president anymore. We just seem to want to attack anyone who's in there. The guys have been in office a week, and they're going, well, it's over, next, Who
was the last really cool president, though?
Kennedy.
Yeah, I guess.
And we know what happened to him. Kennedy jokes still aren't funny. Maybe in 20 years. The last cool president? You know who was? Reagan.
He was.
For the first year, he's like a superstar. Because we were so beat up over, can we just talk about politics here today? Over Carter and that whole thing and the hostages. Now we had like John Wayne in the White House, and people were very happy about
Regardless of whether you agree with him on policy, and like you say, after a while it became clear his capacities were diminished. He wasn't quite sure he was in the second term. But this guy did have the performer's sense of the moment. When Carter was the incumbent president and the debate they had in the 1980 election, on points, if you were just at a debating school, Carter is kicking his butt. Right? He's making all the points. He's better prepared. But to the public, Reagan is routing him simply because he just knew the human things to say to connect with the audience.
He just oozed charm. You know, what if Reagan, well, could he? No, he wouldn't want to take Letterman's spot, would he? As we're like talking about him, like, but he's too old, so.
You think Baraxo would come on board as a sponsor, the 20 Mule team?
Oh, God, you had me for a second. I thought Baraxo. I thought it was some, like, Greek actor I should know. You're like, doing a Dennis Miller on me. Baraxo. It's like some Baraxo and that Simeon plot he did, huh? Okay. Borax, yeah. So we're the same age, right?
40.
Pretty much. You're 40?
I'm 40.
Really?
And you?
Well, Bob, I'm 37. Feels good.
Well, you...
I can still touch my toes. Wounds heal quickly.
Can wear my jacket.
Healthy gums. Can wear your clothes. Yes, this is Bob Costas' jacket. I'm wearing your clothes. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Our careers are parallel. We're both being bandaged about as a Letterman replacement.
And neither one of us is going to do it.
We've been with the same woman for 20 years, right?
Yeah, one woman.
We share her. We're just trying to hang on.
Well, we're out of town at different times. It works.
Yeah, right. We're hanging on to the boyish thing until it goes away. We're going to work it as long as we can. Of course, Carson used it till he was 70.
Yeah,
He was only 68, but he's...
Now, have you talked to Johnny lately?
No.
Did he get ticked off?
What are you saying? Digging for dirt, Mr. Costas? No, I don't know. I would like to say publicly, because maybe Johnny's watched this, that I did think it was mean at times. You know, I didn't write all those Carsons. I thought they got a little over the line, which is sort of what Saturday Night Live does. You know, we're kind of mean, you know.
Right.
So when I leave the show, they'll do some sketch on me that will be mean, probably. You just sort of accept it, you know. But, you know, for me personally, I wasn't looking to attack Johnny Carson. I just loved the way he spoke and the way he interviewed people and stuff. And I didn't think anyone had ever really done that side of him.
Oh, wait a minute. It says here, Lincoln bedroom.
Yeah, we were in the Lincoln bedroom.
You and Bush together in the Lincoln bedroom.
He came in. My wife and I spent the night there.
In the Lincoln bedroom.
And everyone asked you, hey, anything happen? You know, you got this giant portrait of Lincoln looking down on you. It's not the sexiest place in the world. And they're right down the hall. And their screams are enough to scare the hell out of you. Well, all I can say is the honeymoon ain't over. Believe me, it was wild.
How does the ex-president sound in the...
Good. Feeling good. George Bush having sex, that'll be good. He'll be down there in Houston. Well, it's all over. Finally, I can relax. Oh, a little insomnia. Oh, Costas. I want him dead. We should just let him drift off into the night. I've got to find a new character.
Didn't you used to do Jimmy Stewart having sex?
And all my characters having sex. That's the funniest thing in the world. We can't do it on television.
Sure we
bleep
can.
It.
Go ahead.
Jimmy Stewart having sex? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, well, it's getting better. Yeah. Yeah. Well, do me, bitch, do me. I never did that here. Cary Grant?
Cary Grant.
No, they'll sue the network.
You know, Cary Grant, although he's not with us, was a litigious man. Once sued Chevy Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Sued him for
Cary Grant.
some comment he made on the Snyder Show.
A little, you can cut it if you have to. Cary Grant having sex. Excuse me. I do believe you're sitting on my p***. Well, I told you, I don't know what it is. You can be a Harvard grad or I don't care who you are. Nothing. I thought of putting out a party album of all my characters having sex. Because I don't know why. It's the funniest thing in the world, is them having sex.
Now, here's a little pointer for you.
Yes,
You're going to wind up hosting a talk show. If you just happen to stumble into a fertile area, one that can't miss, stay on it till it burns itself out.
Just follow the road.
Katharine Hepburn having sex.
Boy, well, I used to do her starting her cars, you know.
You did that here already.
Katharine Hepburn having sex. I feel like I'm on a game show. Oh, I used to do. Oh boy. No, I can't. I can't do this.
Who else is on this party album?
Well, you know, I worked with Kirk Douglas and Burt Lancaster.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I like you like this, but I do. I'm gonna have you. We're having sex. Oh, I don't know. It gets much rawer, but I really can't. This will be in some blooper thing.
No one else?
I don't know. Well, I could take requests.
I want to make sure I've milked this completely before we go to the commercial.
No, I mean, yeah, that's right. Now, here's the deal. Now, I drop my drawers, and I'll get real excited. You'll know. See, you'll be able to take a gander. When I get excited, then we'll jump in the sack. You catch me? Right on. There's just one off the top, right? You know. But, yeah, we could do a later show, like a 4 a.m. show, where I just, like, unload it. We should book that.
I am very grateful to Dana and to Paula for being here. And Dana's given me a lot of laughs.
You know those credit card commercials where they tell you to jaunt off to some exotic paradise? This isn't one of them, okay? We're taking our MasterCard to the supermarket. How's that for exotic? Actually, I guess it is kind of exotic. I mean, you've got a MasterCard, they've got tropical fruit and crystal clear water, right? And now, no card is more accepted on the planet, including supermarkets. And it's smart to use your monthly statement to keep track of your grocery spending. I mean, the supermarket isn't exactly paradise, but at least you can drink the water. MasterCard, it's more than a credit card. It's smart money.
There's a hunger inside you. If you've worked up a hunger and all you want is peanut butter, then it's going to take a new Snickers peanut butter bar to satisfy you. Smooth peanut butter, the crunching of fresh roasted peanuts, delicious caramel, and thick milk chocolate. So if it's peanut butter satisfaction you're after, try the great new taste of new Snickers peanut butter bar. There's a hunger inside you. It's a stroke of genius.
You have better things to do than having to think about how much you're paying for long distance.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on this stuff.
So AT&T makes it easy. With the I plan, you get a good deal no matter how you call. No lists, names, or hassles. I is for simple. To switch to AT&T free, call 1-800-582-7800. I is for individual, only from AT&T.
Great big babies in your shoes, Vern. Last year, Cerritos Auto Square sold over 40,000 cars and trucks. And now they're out to break their record. So now them boys are unloading them at the greatest savings ever. Vern, at Cerritos Auto Square, they are practically giving them away. Know what I mean?
Save with price-breaking discounts and record numbers at Cerritos Auto Square today.
With the head of a tampon. This is Charles, the Prince of Wales.
Oh, I see.
Hello, Mother.
Did the network log many complaints over that maneuver?
Not really. Well, we cut a sketch with Strom Thurmond talking about the gay military band where we mentioned masturbation like 17 times.
See, I don't know why homosexuals have to be in the army. Because that will discourage all the masturbatory games that soldiers like to play.
I mean, it was crazy. And we didn't think, when I was in the army, it was customary to salute a soldier. You can put Strom Thurmond, or salute a soldier by grabbing on his genitals and give him a big yank. But see, the homosexual soldier would not use this as a salutation, but see it as an opportunity to molest said soldier in a homosexual manner. So that sketch was cut. After that, they go, tampon. The guy turns into a tampon. He's a tampon from here down and the head on top of the tampon. They're like, yeah, do that one. Oh.
Charles, I'm sorry. I think it's best if we not see each other again.
Darling, I can tell you're not yourself. Perhaps it's a bad time of the month. All the more reason to...
No, Charles, you don't understand. This isn't going to work.
I suppose to just walk away. Well, I can't walk away. I'm a tampon!
That's what you do. You work them with the human penis sketch, and then you just go, well, how about if I just play a tampon? And they're so relieved, they start cracking champagne.
That actually is a time-honored network strategy, right?
Yes.
To throw one out there that is so outrageous there's no chance, and hope to get the one that you really have a reasonable chance for through on that basis.
Exactly. So we lost the masturbation, we went with the tampon. How will I explain it to my son? He'll be up in the attic rummaging through things. He'll come down in a church lady dress with a tampon thing. Dad, can we talk? Oh.
Do you get tired of doing any of these characters? I mean, the church lady wore herself out after
But I don't
right?
do Regis anymore, McLaughlin, you know. I just get rid of them. People get upset. But I always figure it's better to go out before people go, you know, you still doing that? You know, you want people to go, please, I want more, I think, you know. I like doing the church lady. I just don't know what to do with her, you know. I mean, what, you know what I mean? Put out an album, I mean, what, you know, I did probably 2-3 hours of material with her. It's sort of like a Norman Bates thing when I talk about her. Okay, let me just try it. Well, this is what you mean. You know, I go in that instantly. I go into the rip people mode. Well, Mr. Bob Costas. Well, I see we have a little wedding ring, but we're on the road quite a bit, aren't we? well, there we are at the Howard Johnson's bar with a little cocktail, far away from home. Interesting. So that's what she says. So if I go into that attitude, I can improvise. So Hans would be like, oh, look at the little tummy. Yeah, your thigh can't hide it. Your buttocks are like little marshmallows that are toasted too much on one side. Anyway, you ready for this? He comes on here. He's doing me better than me. No, I love Regis. I think he's really great as a talk show host and underrated.
You know, that thing started out and people said, what?
I know.
What is this? And actually, it connects on 2 levels now.
Yeah.
I mean, the housewife likes it for one reason.
Right.
And actually, you'd be surprised how many people in show business think this is a very hip show in its own way.
It's so unhip that it went right off the unhip and then came back and became hip.
Yeah.
I really believe it, because she's there and she's talking about Frank and then, you know, and then the wife comes on and the kids and Joy, and you know the whole thing, and so it's like this little sitcom, but it's real. You know, and I just think it's fun to watch 2 people out there for 20 minutes with nothing. Well, I mean, they have no script, they have nothing. But Regis is really funny, you know.
Here's my question about Regis and Kathy Lee.
Okay.
You got to be a special kind of personality, speaking of Kathy Lee here, to believe that people are that interested in every detail of your personal life.
The truth is, their audience is, I think. Just on the cover of People. Now, People goes out and hires a research team to go, who should we put on our cover? I mean, it's all scientific. But she's so open about her life that's her genius. She just doesn't hold anything back. I mean, when I was talking to Regis and Kathy Lee and they went to a commercial, I really thought we were still on the air, because it was just like exactly the same thing. But I think someone that open on camera, we were all hiding things. But I mean, I'm not talking about my wife, and she wore this underwear, and I was so turned on, you know. There's something a little mesmerizing about hearing about Frank Gifford. I asked her at one point, I said, is there anything not completely masculine about Frank Gifford? And she went, no, someone who's that obsessed with their husband is sort of an amusing hook. You could write a character like that on a sitcom who's just so in love, you know. And Cody, what kind of name is Cody? It's a nice name if you're an Indian. It's just, you know, I think the show, it just works somehow, you know.
I was standing on the 6th floor, just happened to be walking along, and I had my 6-year-old son with me, and I'm walking past the entranceway to Letterman's studio on the 6th floor here, and he just happened to be walking out. It was about 5 minutes before air, and I guess he'd gone out, greeted the audience, going back in his dressing room, and he's walking out just as I'm walking past, and without breaking stride, he says, "Hi, Bob. Oh, and this must be Cody," and pats him on the head.
No, Letterman has said, I think he's gone on record saying he likes that show, you know.
Who wouldn't? I mean, it's entertaining in its own
But I mean, they get
people,
they get heavyweight people on there, you know.
Well, it's not like they're going to face a fierce interrogation.
That's true. It's like lofting those softballs, you know.
He gets annoyed at the smallest things. That's the key.
That's his hook to put
These little minor annoyances.
Yeah, so she would go like, well, I went to the Waldorf Astoria for the big dinner, and I didn't get an invitation. See that? I'm over there having a burger at Ernie's. She's with the big shots. I don't know. You know, that's his hook, you know.
So there's a whole rhythm.
No, you don't even... You know, you don't really... It's all music. You know, you don't really need words. I mean, the rhythm of it's funnier than the words, don't you think? The musicality.
Who have you tried?
It's all in my book. Pretentious man. Let's do a Phil Donahue cover. You know, just me. Finally me.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Whose book was that? It's my turn. Oh, that was Nancy Reagan's book.
That was Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
Nancy, on this title, you sure you want to go with that? Because it comes off kind of like a raving, bitter bitch. It's my turn. You know, I mean, what a dumb title.
Who have you tried to get, and you just can't get him or her right?
I don't really try too hard. If I don't get a hook, I just go away, you know. Really deep ones. I think Larry King would be tough for me. I've never tried. But I have a certain limit to how deep I can get. I mean, Ted Koppel was very hard to get. And it actually hurts to do him. I'm Ted Koppel, and this is later.
We thought we'd been everywhere, seen everything. We were wrong.
We're back to the bone. We're back to the bone.
These guys were weird, and we liked it. Later, they took us to the Tower of Bud. Brother, tomorrow we ride again.
From Hollywood Pictures, when millionaire Harry Brock bought his Vegas girlfriend an education.
Still trying to read this book?
He got a lot more than he bargained for.
Hello? Am I in the room?
Born Yesterday, rated PG, starts Friday, March 26th.
When it's this greasy, you need a more powerful cleaner degreaser. Castrol Super Clean solubilizes grease on contact, neutralizing its ability to stick. So if it won't come clean with Super Clean, it won't come clean.
Last week, Bob had only $800, and he wanted a new Nissan. To him, like most Southern Californians, selection was very important. And like a lot of Southern California Nissan buyers, he bought from the Long Beach Nissan Mart.
Come in today and purchase any new base model Nissan Sentra or pickup with only $800 down and pay only $149 a month.
He bought the truck.
They're freeway close in Long Beach, just off the 405 at Cherry Avenue South.
Attention California homeowners. Want to lower monthly payments? Call 1-800-953-LOAN. Need cash now? Call 1-800-953-LOAN. For some of the lowest wholesale rates on refinancing or purchase, call 1-800-953-LOAN. In foreclosure? Turned down by others? Call 1-800-953-LOAN. We're the largest network of mortgage brokers in California, funding all types of real estate loans. So if you need cash and need it now, call 1-800-953-LOAN.
So anyway, yeah. You can ask me if you want.
Who were your influences, Dana?
Bob Costas.
Really?
Yes.
You've never done me.
No, I wanted to say, this is why I brought this up. I know, and I that is a shame on me. I should, because I wear your jacket. I mean, we're that close. How high does that sock go, anyway?
This is this happens to be.
I mean, I just thought,
this sock happens to be, and this one too. Its mate happened to be from the Saturday Night Live wardrobe.
Then I may have worn those as well. So you got something of mine.
I showed up today. I didn't have the appropriate socks.
Let's see if you have dad white shins. This is your kids say,
hey,
Dad.
They go up to shin level.
But let's see how white. Is that alabaster white? You know, your dad always had the whitest shins ever.
Right. And insisted on wearing shorts, black socks, and sandals.
Really? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I wanted to bring up Ross Martin, who played Artemis Gordon on Wild Wild West.
He was your greatest influence?
Well, I was 10, 11 years old.
How about Michael Dunn, who played that midget guy who was always like
Dr. Lovelace?
the nemesis?
He was brilliant. I can't believe you pulled out Dunn on me. You are like Dennis. It's amazing, Michael Dunn. But Ross Martin, you know, he'd do the Chinese character, you know, and he would do the French character and this and that, and he worked in costume. And no one ever mentions Ross Martin. How the hell did he get lost?
I don't think he's with us anymore.
I know, but I mean, Artemis Gordon, Ross Martin. There's people somewhere nodding and laughing and thinking and talking. There's a very small number of people, but they're out there.
So he's an early influence for you?
Yes, absolutely.
The Wild Wild West, thing I remember about that was the first show I ever saw where, as they went to commercial, they set up that little quadrant, kind of by way of review. You know, this is what happened in the last 10 minutes.
I can't believe
it's like a
your
still
ability
thing.
to think of something and then distill it to its most tiny incremental parts is
It's
great.
not necessarily an interesting thing. It's not an interesting thing. It's just a thing.
Who would have pulled that out? It's a quadrant to guide you throughout the show. Very funny.
Sears National Hardware Sale with hundreds of terrific values. Happens only twice a year. A Craftsman half-horsepower garage door opener with 2 transmitters, only $149.99. Easy Living interior bright white ceiling paint and Easy Living satin wall and trim paint. Both your choice, only $10.99 a gallon. Bag, mulch, or cut with this Craftsman 5-horsepower mower, only $299.99. And there's a lot more during Sears National Hardware Sale.
You can count on me.
When life turns up the heat,
Will they start the wedding without me?
This shouldn't take long, honey.
nothing protects you like Degree antiperspirant. It's body heat activated.
Will it be soon, Daddy?
Soon, sweetie.
Every time your body heat rises, Degree releases extra protection to keep you fresher, drier. Can your antiperspirant take the heat?
You made it.
Degree can. Your body heat turns it on.
You're worried about it.
Tonight, Ted's treating the kids to a ball game, so I'm treating myself to a night off. I stopped off for some fresh lettuce, a juicy beefsteak tomato, and shrimp from Tony's. Kissed everyone goodbye and said hello to a big salad topped with something kind of different. Sort of sweet, yet really tangy. Healthy sensation, honey Dijon. And I had dinner with someone I'd like to get better acquainted with. Me.
Healthy sensation, a healthy attitude, a sensational taste.
The incredible new Pontiac Grand Am comes with standard anti-lock brakes and costs thousands less than the Accord or Camry. And now, with $1,000 cash back, you'll have plenty of money to send your kids away to school.
Yo, Dad, when are you gonna give me the keys, man?
A school far away. See your Pontiac dealer today.
See you later. Well, look, I come over with a lot of... I'm going to try to write a new catchphrase for you.
How quickly can you come up with it?
Well, Valerie Bertinelli once said to me as a Chinese character, I was Ching Change, didn't know, she goes, after a while, Crocodile, my character didn't know what that meant, that was a colloquialism, so I said, bye-bye, doggy. And that could be your new sign-off. This is Bob Costas. Bye-bye, doggy. I'll see you at the Ranger game and the next game. Bye-bye, doggy. Bye-bye. This is how I'd like to finish the show. Excuse me. I do believe you're sitting on my pay. Roll credit. What? Come back. And roll the credit. How else could you top that?